All right, after using it a few more days, more talk about the purple back cushion. Also, idiot brokers, some fun video, a great shot of Cincinnati as I'm coming in there, some road stuff, and flipping my schedule all around on this episode of
the Clutch Trucker Channel.
Clutch Trucker, filmed before a live and very furry studio audience. Yep, that is Rusty, the world-famous meatball dog. Hey YouTube, Clutch Trucker here. Thanks for tuning in to another edition of the Clutch Trucker Channel. The shirt's going to change colors. Don't worry. It's Wednesday night now. Here, the 20th. I'm in Mocksville, North Carolina. But we'll start the video back a couple of days ago on Monday when I was just about to leave the Petro there after my 34, and a guy pulls up next to me in another truck and was waving at me and everything. I put the window down and he says, "Hey, I watch your videos and all that." And I say, "Hey, cool. Let me finish my cereal and you come on over and we'll do the tour." And so we got to meet Ryan. Here he is. All right. Rusty's barking his head off because I'm talking with another driver out here. This is Ryan, right?
Yes. And
Ryan just pulled up next to me. He saw I was parked out here and wanted to come say hello. I gave him the quick tour. So what did you think of the tour there, the remodel?
Awesome. Pretty cool.
And we were just talking purple cushions. Apparently you got one of those, and I showed him how I got mine with the cover over it to hold it in place. And they want to try that. So Ryan, nice to meet you. Thanks for coming by.
Yeah, no problem.
As soon as I finished filming, he admitted he's very camera shy, so that's why he didn't say a lot. And now we go back in time to yesterday. Currently sitting in Wickliffe, Kentucky at the Phoenix paper plant, getting loaded here. Since my 34 off, and I know I keep throwing that out, and I know a lot of you are not truck drivers, you don't know what that means. That means if we take 34 hours in a row, either off duty or in the sleeper berth, or a combination of both, then that resets all of our clocks. So we get a fresh 70 hours to drive over an 8-day period, to drive or work, or a combination of either one, and then it resets everything else. So then I was able to start off yesterday, Monday, when I left that Petro in Oak Grove, Missouri, with fresh clocks is basically what we say. So yeah, Bo got me a load picking up over in Lenexa, Kansas, which is essentially the Kansas City metro area, picking up at a Coca-Cola plant. Went down to Jackson, Missouri this morning for a 5:30 a.m. delivery. That was early. I didn't pick up until noon yesterday. Of course, they didn't get me out of there until 2:15. So I got parked in that Azora truck stop I had stayed at before a couple of weeks ago, or a week or so ago. About 7:45 last night. Had to do a split so I could leave there at 4:30 this morning to make my delivery at 5:30, 45 miles down the road in Jackson, Missouri. Delivered there, got another load picking up here at this Phoenix paper in Wickliffe, Kentucky. Was able to stop at a Dollar General that I know I had been to before, and I knew I could get my truck in there, in Cairo, Illinois, on the outskirts of Cairo, Illinois, right at the bottom tip of Illinois, because you're kind of right in between Missouri and Kentucky. And boy, I think I said it when I had gone there like a year and a half ago or something like that. I know I made a video about it. Boy, is Cairo, Illinois a sad, sad place. The majority of the buildings are abandoned, boarded up, or falling apart. About the only businesses I saw open was there was a State Farm, there's the Dollar General I went to, there's one in the middle of town, and 2 liquor stores. And that's about it. Yeah, if I lived there, I'd be drinking heavily too. But at any rate, so I think they're just almost done here. Getting loaded big rolls of paper is what I'm getting here at this Phoenix paper plant in Wickliffe, Kentucky. Going to take that to Hebron, Kentucky for a delivery tomorrow morning at 7. Then I got another load I'm picking up in Ohio. Did I write that one down yet? I don't think I did. Oh no, I did. I'm more efficient than I know. Yeah, at Springboro, Ohio, going down to Hickory, North Carolina for a Thursday delivery at 4 o'clock in the morning. Hello! And now more talk about the purple back cushion. After many days now of riding with that, yeah, I'm definitely happy I got that. It's a really nice cushion. It does support better, and I don't have, my back isn't killing me all the time. But shop around. As Captain Antonio told us in the 70s, my mama told me, ooh, you better shop around. Ooh, ooh. Yeah, I got it at that Sapp Brothers in Salt Lake City for only $39, and I used my points, so I didn't even have to pay cash for it. Then I saw on Amazon they want $59 for it. And at the Petro in Oak Grove, Missouri, they want $90 for it. More than twice what I paid for it. So if you're going to get that, try to find it for $39. As I filled up this morning at this Rhodes 101 or something in Cape Girardeau, Missouri, they had it on sale in there for $39 as well. And first truck stop since I've been back out where I filled up that I was actually able to fill up the truck. It didn't shut me off at $900 or $600 or $1,000. Yeah, here's how much I put in yesterday, or this morning. Put in 237 gallons, $1,162. So if you're ever fretting about what you pay to fill up your car or truck, try $1,160. You can see I'll throw it right up over here where my Appway is right now. This is the neat thing about the Appway. While I'm getting loaded, I can see how much they're putting on, and you can see it's at about 36,000 is what it's guesstimating for my load right now. It's supposed to be 42,000, and if you remember a few videos back when I got my actual weight after the whole remodel of the truck, I figured it was 900 pounds heavier, which meant I could take around 42,500 with full tanks. And of course, now I have full tanks. So based on that you see right there, I'm guessing they probably, I still have a red light, so they probably need to put on 1 or 2 more big rolls of paper, and that should about do it. And then I got to just pull off to the side and park. I'm going to cook a pizza that I got at the Dollar General. I got a few other things. I was hoping they had bag salad because I've really been enjoying having salad here in the truck. I've got my ranch dressing, but yeah, Dollar General doesn't have the bag salad, but you know. Picked up some other supplies. My favorite peanut butter crackers, the Munchies. They're good. That's what they're called, the Munchies. Nope, it's not because I'm smoking the devil's dandruff or whatever they call it, devil's lettuce. I don't know. Anyhow, so hopefully they're almost done. Gonna pull off to the side because if you remember, I said I did a split this morning, so I need to do the other 2 hours at least, so I can get the rest of my hours back, so I can drive far enough down the road today. All right, just got all loaded, and look at this. Yeah. They told me it was 42,000 pounds is what it's going to be. Well, it turns out it's 42,915, and I, had to hold my tongue just right and get everything adjusted as best I could. And here's where I came up with, and look at that, 79,989. You can't be much closer to 80,000 pounds gross. And I did get it to work out. Okay, you can see the trailer axle's over by 70 pounds. They usually give you a little bit of a 100-pound wiggle room. And I'm just under on the drives. And of course, as I keep going, I'm going to burn off more fuel. So, barely made it, baby. All right, I delivered in Hebron, Kentucky. I'm heading down the hill from Elizabethtown, Kentucky, about to cross the river into Cincinnati, Ohio. And I thought that was a really cool shot of downtown Cincinnati right there. I hoped to get that video done last night, but I ended up having to stop in, Beaver Dam, Kentucky, and take a nap for a few hours, and then go on and parked in Greendale, Indiana last night. Sounds like that'd be way far away, but Greendale, Indiana was only 11 miles away from where I delivered in Hebron, Kentucky this morning. It's one of those annoying places where they make you wait inside. You can't stay in your truck. And of course, the door they put me in was like door 16, and the office was like at door 186. So you're, walking like a half mile each way back and forth. And after I had sat in there for 45 minutes, they said, "Oh, well, you need to go turn off your truck." I said, "It's cold out. I have the heat on for the dog." "Well, you have to go. It's our policy." Whenever businesses say, "Well, that's our policy," that's just a flimsy excuse to say, "Well, we just don't, like it when you do that." Anyway, now on my way to pick up in Springboro, Ohio. See all these different states, but if you know anything about the Cincinnati area, which is Hebron, Kentucky, was essentially the Cincinnati metro area. So now I'm across the border, as you just saw some great video there. Great shot of downtown and everything, Cincinnati, as you come into Ohio. And I'm picking up a load there that goes down to Hickory, North Carolina, for a 4 a.m. delivery tomorrow morning. Don't know how that's going to work. The appointment's not till noon for the pickup, and it's an 8-hour drive. So how am I going to do an 8-hour drive plus a 10-hour break, plus possibly fueling and more, which is going to take like 19 hours, and they're literally going to give me like 14 hours to do it. So we'll have to kind of figure that out. We'll see how long they take to load, and maybe I'll just have to sit up there and then drive through the night to make it work. I don't know. Okay, well, got loaded. They actually got me out of there by noon. I called the broker and I told them, look, this is scheduled completely unrealistically. He said it's at least an 8-hour drive. If you add in fueling and brakes, 9 hours, and you expect me to get a 10-hour break, that's 19 hours. And yet they have it scheduled to deliver at 4 o'clock in the morning. I said, I don't know what you guys were thinking, but that's insane. They said, well, are you short on hours? No, I'm not short on hours. It's physics, you moron. That's what I wanted to say. I said, no, I'm not short on hours, but you just physically can't do it unless you're driving 150 miles an hour, which is impossible. Brokers sometimes, I've never used this broker before with Turquoise. My first experience with them, and so far I can tell you I think they're morons. So I said, yeah, I'll do my best. I'll try to do a split. I'll try to make it work, but good chance I'm going to be late. I'll just do what I can. But I'm letting you know, you are unrealistic with the way you guys scheduled this. Because if I had waited until noon to get there, which was the appointment time, and wouldn't have gotten out of there till 2, it would have been even less time. I might be able to make it work if I could show a 7 and 3 split, sleeper berth split, but I'll have to do some log magic to make that happen. Oh, somebody's brakes are smoking up here. Woo, I can smell it. It's not that truck in front of me, and that US Express truck, it's the one in front of him. I can see the smoke coming off the back of that trailer. He must have smoked it coming down that hill. Man, is it nasty. Well, cruising up I-77 in West Virginia right now. Well, up might imply north, but we are going up. We're going south. Well, it's a very windy section here. Toll road. It's the shortest way down to North Carolina. I'm going to stay at the Mocksville, North Carolina TA, a little bit out of the way, but it's the only place I can reserve a spot nearby where I'm delivering tomorrow morning at 4. We'll see. So when I knew I had this load 2 days ago, I went ahead and ordered stuff from Amazon. Finally ordered some of that 3M white plastic Velcro stuff that you use to hold up your pre-pass or easy pass. I can never find it in stores anymore. I found it on Amazon, and I ordered 4 more rolls of that Gorilla Glue or Gorilla Tape, the waterproof stuff. So if I can find sometime in the next few days, hopefully, a place and some time to do it, where I can either rent a ladder or get up on a ladder like at a Love's or something, and try to see if there are holes up there and to try to patch those up and put that tape over any exposed screws, because I'm not confident that washer on the bottom of the screws, for the pole barn screws, is doing enough to keep the water out. So, I'm going to do that, so I got to pick those up at the Amazon locker there at the TA in Mocksville, North Carolina when I get down there tonight. I already got my message from Amazon that they're there. Really love that they're putting those lockers at more and more truck stops, because that makes it really easy for us drivers. As long as we got a couple days, we can usually get something ordered and get it picked up. It's a beautiful thing. Alright, I know this video is running long, but it's been days in the making, and as a matter of fact, now it's Friday, the 22nd. So, okay, I delivered in North Carolina the next morning. Yeah, I wasn't able to make that 4 a.m. delivery, and this is where I'm convinced brokers do this on purpose, because it was a grocery warehouse, and grocery warehouses are the worst. They hold you up for hours and hours, even if you're on time. And so I'm convinced they made the appointment purposefully early, that I knew that they knew I couldn't make it, but they said, oh, well, they'll still take you when you get there. Yeah, well, they do. But, you know, now, see, you're late. So if they hold you up for like 4 or 5 hours, which they did, you can't claim for detention, because they'll just say, oh, but you were late. Yeah, because you were a freaking moron and scheduled it that way. I get another load from that company and they do that to me again. I'm just saying, no, I'm not taking it. I am flat out not taking it. So, find another truck. So, of course, they held me up all morning long. My next pickup was for a load picking up at 2 p.m., I thought, in Lexington, North Carolina, at Lane, as in like Lane Furniture. So I just barely make it over there. I made it there about 1:30, and go to check in, and finally find the guy I'm checking in with, and he says, "Oh, well, you're in the wrong warehouse." I'm like, "You mean like the wrong warehouse on this property or somewhere else entirely?" He's like, "No, you need to be at the one up in Winston-Salem, North Carolina." Really? And this was NTG Brokers, who I'd only dealt with once now since coming back out on the road. That one went okay. So I called Bo and I said, "Look, now they're saying I have to go to this other warehouse. Bo, this is why I love him. He gets these guys on the phone. He's like, "Hey, you sent us to the wrong place. Now we have to go somewhere else. Extra 40 miles. You owe us extra money." And they're like, "Yeah, but it's only 40 miles." They go, "No, you owe me 150. You owe me 150. And so he made him pay it. So, and we waited until we got that rate confirmation that, yeah, they were paying the extra 150. Of course, it was actually on the way I'd be going. We didn't tell them that. But, yeah, so I finally get up to the right warehouse and pick up the furniture. And I knew it's all floor-loaded furniture, which means it's guys putting one couch in at a time. And they're stacking it, and they're trying to fill the whole trailer. Because furniture is, like couches don't weigh a lot, but they fill up the whole trailer. So, of course, they took forever once I finally got up there to get me loaded. So at that point, the delivery is now for 8 a.m. I keep having these really tight turnarounds in Indianapolis this morning. And so they took 3.5 hours to get me loaded. Now, at this point, the only way to make it work is to try to do another split, because I sat for hours and hours at the grocery warehouse in the morning. So I had to do that again. Of course, was I asleep that whole time? No. This is the problem with the split sometimes. I only got about another 4 hours sleep, and then I had to get on the road and drive all night. And I made it to the place this morning. I got there at 8:15. Not very late at all. But of course, they didn't start unloading me till 10. And so I only had 3 hours left on my clock at that point. And they found me another load that was supposed to pick up tomorrow. Luckily, I picked it up today. It's going down to Orlando, Florida, of all places. I haven't been down to Florida in probably a year. And we just gotta hope we get a good load going back out. All right, so I get there and I check in, and I gotta show you this. And then I go park on the side. They call me in a few minutes, and they said, "All right, go back into door number 8, or door number 7. And so I'm kind of looking over there at the trucks and everything backed in the doors. I'm like, okay, the truck in door number 8 is sideways, and his front part of his truck is angled, so he's blocking part of the door for number 7. These doors are really tight, really close together. I can't get in there with the way this guy backed in. So, I call him back and I say, "Look, I can't get in there because this guy's an idiot and didn't back in there correctly." I said, "I walked over there and looked, door number 5 is open. Can I go into that one?" They said, "Fine, you can go into door number 5. So I back into door number 5. Then I get out and I go take some video of this freaking moron truck driver. This is how you don't back into a dock. Look at this guy. They told me to go to door 7, which I can't get in because this guy's parked sideways. Way to go, idiot. And after that, I walk up to him and I said, "Look, you did a really piss poor job backing into this door. You're sideways, your trailer's sideways, and your truck is angled out even more. You're blocking so nobody can get into the door next to you." He says, "Oh, well, I do that sometimes." I'm sorry, I can't compute. Really? That's what your excuse is? You do that sometimes? I said, "You're being a jerk. You're blocking this other door." And he says, "Oh yeah, well F you, pal. F you." Okay, sure. Yeah, yell at me because you're a moron. God, I hate it when people are just freaking annoying. This is where I hate people so many times. I'm calling him out on being a jerk, and so his only response is to tell me to go screw myself. So of course I told him to go screw himself, and that went back and forth a couple of times, and I walked away, and I'm like, yeah, I'm sure the company you work for is real proud to have you as a driver. So, needless to say, my schedule's been flipping all over the place. I've been getting like a few hours sleep here, a few hours sleep there, and trying to make all this work, pickup, delivery each day, and running my ass off. That's why I haven't had time to edit this video down or anything until now. But now I did get picked up early. It was supposed to pick up tomorrow. So now I've got, 2 more full days to make it 900 miles down to Florida. So that's going to work out just fine. I'm going to take an extra long break here tonight. Then I'll probably get up, I'll probably leave tomorrow afternoon, drive through the night, and get there early Sunday morning, and take another nice long break before I have to deliver Monday in Orlando. And right now I've got a load, what do I have? Oh, wire. It's going to a Home Depot store. Yeah. It's going to a Home Depot store, and not a distribution center, which I always prefer going to the stores, because they tend to get you in, get you out, Like, so now I finally have some time on my hands this weekend. Maybe I can even try to tackle. Now, I did pick up my package there at the Amazon lockers in North Carolina. I love those Amazon lockers. My where I put it away, I think. Where is it? Oh no, yeah, no, my Gorilla waterproof Gorilla tape. So maybe I can try to finally find those last couple of little holes or leaks or whatever, and finally get the extension up there coming out the back of my cab from the remodel finally completely sealed up. We'll see. I'll try to take care of that this weekend if I can. I parked at the Fuel Mart here in Austin, Indiana, off I-65. A great little place to park. It's out of the way. The internet signal isn't too good here, but hopefully I'll be able to upload this. But it's nice and quiet. It's not one of the major truck stops. It usually doesn't fill up. So it's going to be a good place. There's grass for Rusty, so that's, one of the more important things. So, sorry this one went so long, but, I haven't done a video in like almost a week, so consider it a bonus, all right. A week in the life of a truck driver. This is how it's going, and then fuel prices are still ridiculous. At least the rates are paying enough to keep me rolling where I'm still making some money on these loads. If they stop doing that, I'm stopping driving. I'm sorry. This is why everything costs so much in the stores and everything right now. This is why inflation's insane. So it's affecting everybody. But anyway, so now we'll go to the very end of this video, which actually I recorded in North Carolina the other night with Rusty. Well, thanks for tuning in for that one. Yeah, culmination of at least a couple, 3 days there. Finally getting around to making the video again, so, But I've been kind of working my butt off since I got back out on the road. Just run, and just doing splits, and I'm not getting much sleep, and I'll be lucky to get, 4 hours tonight, maybe. So, anyway, thanks for tuning in. As always, please subscribe, please like and comment. Get to your comments as soon as I can. I try to within a couple days. There's Clutch Trucker on Instagram, Clutch Trucker on Twitter, and as always, sniff that magic YouTube fairy dust. Clutch and Rusty, out. Excuse me, is that your nose, or did a bus park on your face? Alright, eyeing that strip. Oh, there's his watermelon toy down there, by the way. Hey, you gotta come back down. I'm gonna make you jump up for it. There you go. Oh, it went back there in front of the freezer. Go get it. Yeah, got that pushed back so I can access the freezer to put my cold packs away that I keep in my cooler with my cold water right down here by my seat while I'm driving. Alright, that was quick. I got another one for you, alright? It's been a couple days. There you go. Happy dog. Happy dog. Oh yeah, love them bacon strips, baby. Yeah. That's gonna be like crack cocaine for a dog, I swear. Right, Rusty? Look up here.